Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Abrams, Warsaw Pact 9.1. Okay, didn't get much. Oh, there is no tech dice, that's why I didn't get them out. Yeah, there's no tech this turn because both their major army bases are gone, but we've jumped the gun. There is some damage repair. There were 4 damage to... Hell, I don't even remember now. I planned this turn a couple of days ago. There was 4 damage to something that they're repairing. We'll just put it at that. And as we said, there's no tech. So... next up, I don't think there's anything to request. No. So next up is purchase. 8 on 2 MBTs, 16 on 4 more MBTs, and 8 on 2 early gen fighters. Okay. Yeah. Combat. A little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, first off, the airborne from Lazio. 1, 2, 3. Going to try an airborne assault into Catalonia, defended by a lone paramilitary. Then the forces in Piedmont, joined by the 2 early gen fighters from Lazio, are attacking southern France. The field artillery will shoot chemical. And then three cruise missiles, 1 from West Czechoslovakia, 1 from West Poland, and 1 from the SSN in the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea are shooting into East Germany in surgical strike. And wait a minute, I jumped the gun again. I skipped a whole thing. I forgot strategic nuclear phase. So, we have 2 undamaged mobile IRBMs in East Czechoslovakia. 1 is going to target the minor army base in East Germany. The other is going to target the major army base in Rhineland. Okay, that'll happen first. And then, if necessary, the theater missiles will do a restrike on each of those facilities. If not necessary, we'll choose new targets. But that's strategic nuclear phase and combat all laid out mistakenly in one motion. So I already carried it back over here, so this is how I'm going to do it. Let's see. NATO did finally get AMD, so they do get their strategic defense. So, minor army base in East Germany, strategic defense. Okay, that missile is shot down. Major army base in Rhineland, strategic defense. That one missed. So we have mobile IRBM. And it does 9 damage. Okay. I will go put 9 damage onto that major army base. Okay, there it is. Now, regular combat, and we'll just proceed right with the theater missile strikes. So So they are going to target the same bases. So we have minor army base in East Germany gets 1 die. That missile is shot down. The major army base in Rhineland gets 2 dice. That missile gets through. And there is an additional 9 damage to that major army base. That's, I believe that is max damage, but not enough to destroy it. That is correct. Max damage on a major army base is 18. So we are going to max that out. And that is so marked. Expensive to repair. Okay, our next combat will be the airborne assault into Catalonia. Now that is mountain terrain, so the airborne will be bumped back down to a 2. So the airborne is red, the paramilitary is yellow. Both rolling 2s. Both miss. Miss again. This could take a while. This could take a long while. Numbers are getting lower for both of them. Oh, there it is. They killed each other. Okay, then. Remove that. And take them both off there as casualties. Okay, now we'll have the fight in southern France, and I will move that stuff to the boards. Okay, here it is. Everybody's set up. As I said, there, Warsaw Pact will attack with chemical with its field artillery. NATO will defend with chemical with its field artillery. And the MBTs attacking will have a mountain border penalty on the first round. Okay, here we go. Warsaw Pact field artillery. Okay, that misses. Now we have 3 dice each for defending Spag and Sam. And that's all misses. Okay, now we have defending field artillery. That does score 1 first strike hit. All right, well then, Warsaw Pact will choose its field artillery as the casualty. Okay, now we're on to the rest. So there's 2 early gen fighters on air superiority. They both miss. There's just 1 aircraft for NATO. So Spag and a Sam get 1 shot each. They both miss. Early gen MBT. That's a miss. And 5 MBTs. Those all miss because of the mountain penalty. That doesn't count. And then 2 attack choppers. Those both miss. That hurts Warsaw Pact. That may hurt them big time. Okay, fighter on air superiority. He's a miss. We have 3, 4 MBTs defending. Okay, there is one land target select hit. So let's mark that. One land target select. And then there are 4 mechs. Why are the mechs there? The mechs should be at 5. There we go, that's correct. 4 mechs for 1 general hit. Okay, so the land target select, NATO, of course, is going to put on an MBT. Take that off. And then the general hit, Warsaw Pact will put on the Spag. Take that off. Okay, round 2. Sam goes to the box. Sam, Spag, and Field Artillery go to the box for NATO. That's one of the changes coming up from 1.6. HQ units, which are your artillery class, all retire after the first round. Okay, and then the fighter goes to its normal spot. The early gen fighters go to their normal spot. Warsaw Pact is going to try again. So early gen MBT, that's a miss. 2 early gen fighters, that's 1 hit. 4 MBTs, that is another hit. And 2 attack choppers for 1 more hit. Okay, NATO has still 4 MBTs. And there are 2 hits. 2 hits. And then 4 mechs. There are 3 more hits. Takes that up to 5. Where is the 5? There we go. And a fighter. Miss. Okay, 3 attacker hits get applied. 2, 3 MBTs. 2 for NATO and 1 for the Americans. Actually, no, he's changed his mind. He's going to leave the American MBT and take all 3 NATOs as hits. So that clears that. Now there's 5 hits have to be taken by the attacker. So the early gen MBT is 1. The 2 early gen fighters makes 3. And they're going to have to hit 2 of their MBTs. Change that green to a gray. And things suddenly look much different in the south of France. So Warsaw Pact is going to have to call this one off, because it's now 4 attackers against 6 defenders, and that probably is not going to work too well. So they're retreating. Let me put things back. Okay. There's everybody put back on the board. And now it is non-combat. So first, this airborne in southern Italy is going to sea lift 1, 2 down here to West Libya. The 2 early gen MBTs from Lazio move up to Piedmont. Hey, you know what? I forgot a combat. Completely overlooked it. Completely. It's okay, we can fix it. The 2 MBTs in the mech in central Turkey are attacking Anatolia. And I'm sure, as I said, I can't see the mountain symbols on that dark blue, the black on the dark blue. There's no contrast. Yeah, that is mountain territory. Yeah, future graphic design note. Black on dark blue does not work. Anyway, we're going to have a fight there. So, there's no first strikes. So we have a mech at 2. There's the hit that's needed. Let's get the 2 MBTs in there anyway. They both missed, but they got their hit. The NATO mech defends for a miss. So, he's gone. Roundel. These guys advance. Okay. Now we're done with combat. How did that get knocked over? The destroyer and the diesel boat from M9 move over to M7 to join the Black Sea Fleet. Let's see. The air superiority fighter that you see there in Bulgaria. Well, actually, hold on. We're still here in Turkey. We're still here in Turkey. Yeah, for now. For now, we will. Yeah, the 2 MBTs from Marmara and the Spag move over to central Turkey. The air superiority fighter in Bulgaria is going to fly up here to West Poland. The SAM that is in Romania is going to use strategic land movement to go 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3 into East Poland. Yeah, I think that's where we want that. And that's it. Okay, so now we're going to place units. So we have we've got 2 MBTs going to the minor army base in West Poland, and 2 early gen fighters going to the major air base. Then we have two MBTs going to the minor army base in Hungary, and 2 MBTs going to the minor army base in Piedmont. That's where that 4 damage was repaired from, was Piedmont. So we get a green chip in there. And there we are, units placed. So now we're collect money. Warsaw Pact remained unchanged at 28, plus 2 each for the Yugoslavias, makes 32. And that's it. So they don't have a land zone in Africa yet. They're trying. They just don't have one yet. 32 plus 1 they saved will make 33 for next turn. What are we up to here now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 cruise missiles produced, 3 cruise missiles shot. So a net gain of 1. Ozark Outpost, over and out.